think a lot of people's mistake is that they open too wide from early position. People see a hand like I had on table 2, 10-8 suited. Even better, 10-9 suited, 8-9 suited, 7-8 suited. And they're opening it 100% of the time when they get dealt it. That hand can be profitable, but the right factors have to be in play. Is anyone aggro? Ooh, 2 players are aggressive? Guess I'll go for a check raise. Table 3. And I'm just going to keep attacking these nets blinds on table 4. Gutter. Good board for check raising. I got backdoor equity. I'm going to see another card. And Leo, I'm going to see all the cards. Alright. Ooh, kings. 3-bet. Table 4. He's going to bet that flop he's going to bet the turn with his entire range when I check back. But very little of his range can call a raise. I'm also building the pot, so in case, wow, a lot of action here. 2 9s, not necessary. Yeah, I'm also going to build a bigger pot if I hit. So, I'm going to build a bigger pot so that A, I can bluff him out on a bunch of rivers if he calls turn. And if he just calls with like a 10, but I river a spade, I can now make a really big value bet, and it's going to be hard for him to fold, having committed so much to the pot. So it's a play I don't use too often, but it is a good one. And betting one check too when you flopped a flush draw on table 9 is always a good idea. Just giving yourself multiple ways to win the pot. It's very unlikely someone's going to check raise here into 4 people. It's just too risky that the flop could get checked through when there are so many people in play. And we'll just call with the 9-10 suited. I've been doing a lot of 3-betting. Hasn't been working. This guy's a 10. I could fold him out. If he has a straight draw, I might be able to fold him out, but not sure how wide he's calling. I'm just going to check back, take a free card. Damn. Alright. I'm going to bet half pot, so that if he has a king high straight draw, or jack high straight draw, or an ace high flush draw, he might fold. I recognize that if he has a pair, he's going to call me, but I think he has a draw at least a quarter of the time, which is how often I need my bet to be successful for that to be a fine bluff. So I'll bet there. I don't want to bet too small, because then he'll call with ace high, and if I bet like even smaller, then he'll just call with everything, so the bluff has no value. But yeah, whatever, he had kings, it's fine. We had implied odds if we hit our flush. And against the psychopath on table 7, ace queen is definitely good enough to c5. Gotta widen your calling ranges against maniacal players. Yep, jack queen off. He got it in pretty bad there. Pretty bad. Nice. Got a guy who plays almost every hand on table 9. I'm going to be cautious if the cold caller gives a lot of action, but against the 90/50 guy, I'm just not really trying to fold an overpair. Okay. That 5 makes it less likely that someone has pocket 5, so that's one less hand I have to be worried about. Also, the player who cold called the raise is more likely to have a medium pair than a small pair. Not to say that small pairs aren't possible, but in terms of weighting the ranges, I'm good here more often than I'm not good. And I'm way good against the bad player most of the time, so I need to get it. Got it. You better not have turned trips on me. It's a strong line he's taking, but I'm not folding this hand. Sevens, please. God! Motherfucker. That happened in the last session, too. Yeah, I fucking called trips. The other situation was different, though. The player that we had that against last time who check raised was passive, so it would have been right to fold our small overpair. In this situation, this guy's aggression is very high. He's maniacal. I don't think folding would ever be the right play there. Well, except that time where he actually had it, obviously. No, it's just, if it's possible he's doing that with like tens or something that he limped in and didn't know what else to do with, folding would be a disaster. It's only if I can put him on specifically either trips or a boat that I can fold there. And against his stats, I just don't think I can. So I'm okay with it. And A9 suited, fuck it. I'm gonna try to isolate the fish. Slash build a pot in case I hit. Slash take it down pre. Slash not play out of position multi-way. Well, didn't expect to be doing this, but kid face 666 is like really nitty. So when he 4-bets, my best case scenario is that we're chopping. I'm actually going to 3-bet fold ace king on table 6 because this guy's stats dictate that that's just the right play. Oof, got some shivers from that one. Hate doing that, but like, it's good for me to show you guys this because it's okay to make big folds. It's okay to make big calls. It's okay to make loose peels. Tight folds, pre-flop, whatever. It's usually okay to do just about anything as long as you can justify it. It's when you can't put sound mathematical reasoning behind your plays that you're going to start to have a problem. If your only justification for making a play was, I had a feeling, I'm sorry, that just doesn't cut it. Unless it's live poker and you're Asian, then it's okay, because those live pro Asians have the sickest reads ever. They also don't give off any tells. It's kind of unfair. They should have to play with less cards. Gonna barrel it off. Barreling it off. Barreling it off. We shall take the pot down, barreling it off. The guy called my 3-bet and then snap called the flop. I think he has jacks or nines a bunch, so keep the pressure on, take it down. Only because the turn was a queen, though. If the turn was like a deuce or something, I wouldn't have bothered to keep barreling because it's less likely he's going to believe me for having a better hand than his hand. Ooh, did I just see a table change color? Do I have 2 aces in the hole? I think I do. I going for thin value? Whoa, 2 people called me? I'm checking back this ace. Not the best flop for my ace-king. I'm not going to keep betting. Oh, you guys can't even see the ace-king. All the fun hands are happening just outside the screen. This one's fun. This one's the most fun. It gets promoted. This one's a 2-barrel. I will explain later. I don't have time right now. What the fuck? Alright, bro, I don't got it. Oh, you don't got it either? Okay, I got it. No, I gotta go bigger so we can get all in by the river. Oh, so many tables, so little time. The fuck did that guy have? It's an ace hand. Okay, 4-bet, you got it. Ace king versus net, just call 9-8 suited blind versus blind. Do I hero call the ace queen? Do I? Does he float the flop with worse ace highs? Maybe. Probably has a pair, but whatever, pot odds. Chop it. Take it down, Jerpit. Take it down. Table 1, good board. Table 7, not playing 7-8 suited out of position or re-raise pot. Okay, a couple of these tables gotta go. No way, but this guy's so loose, I can't get off this table. Good board. Barrel cards. Smash. Not buying it, eh? Alright, well, I'm just going for it. I guess if he has a flush draw, I'm getting owned, but if he has a jack, it's going to be tough for him to call. Aces. Didn't expect that. Definitely got to make a note that he defended his blind with aces. Tricky. And if someone can slow play big hands, then obviously barreling off on scare cards has less incentive because that's more hands in the range that they're going to call you down with, and less hands you can fold out. Try to get called here by ace high on table 4, or any pocket pair, or any jack. I mean, a bunch of stuff. I guess I'll buy what you're selling. Table 6, big blind is super tight. Probably going to be raising like 50% of hands against that type of player. I'm impressed I haven't misclicked yet this video. Oh, he called. It's generally a bad idea to try to bluff these really loose stationy type players off anything. But scare cards are coming. Feeling aggro. Showed me. Why do I deviate from the strategy? Play tight, value bet well, isolate bad players. Lean on the aggressive players a little bit, but not Not over the top. Why can't I just stick with the strategy? It was working fine. Wow, super tight guy in the big blind. Table 9. Raise and take. And it may not seem like much, but all those big blinds and small blinds you pick up by stealing in those blind versus blind situations, I mean, they're going to add up on your win rate, so you might as well take them. Just recognize when someone likes to defend their blinds, whether it be by flatting or by 3-betting, and lay off them a little bit, because if you're habitually playing raised pots out of position, it's just not going to work out too well for you, most likely. I feel like Sick Mo is raising my blind a lot. Table 4. Whatever. Sure, Pitbull, what's your deal? Small blind 30%. Alright. A raise, we're deep. Threaten his stack. Make him feel the pressure of potentially playing a 400 big blind pot. People don't like playing big pots out of position. So the deeper you get, the more effective your 3-bets will probably be, so long as they're in position. When dealing with deeper stacks out of position, you want to be 3-betting less hands and flat calling more, because you're at a much bigger disadvantage. Check on table 6. Mr. Tight Defender finally defended, so he's probably got something. Could check raise here. Ooh, that'd be nasty, but nah. Our timing's been off so far this video, so I'm not going to be taking every spot. Donkey Kong can get it though. Decent flop for 2 9s. And he's leading? I like that. Hopefully it's not a club. Overcard, it's fine. It's not that likely that he's going to have a jack. An ace would be much more worrisome. Aces? Any action? What do you guys think? I'm going to go with no. Wow! Not. I think this guy might have a 7. 7 or a flush draw, so I'm going to bet to try to extract value from either of those hands. And then just check the river. Wow, Stalin, you just want to give me the money, eh? Okay, I call. Don't think you're bluffing me off this one. I wonder if he'll figure it out quickly that I have it. Nope, he seems pretty confident that he's winning the money here. I'm just gonna call so I don't do any misclicking quads. Okay, it's great. So he definitely doesn't have an ace. You got a jack, bro. Interesting. Okay, that's an interesting hand to look at. Definitely worth talking about. But I got a river flush. The fuck? Spades took the weekend off? Okay. Well, you let them know that they owe me one. They owe me some overtime. Should I take it down? It's interesting. His call of the 3-bet with Jack 10 suited. That's somewhat light out of position. But given that he flops so hard, I like his play. If I have an ace, it's going to be hard for me to fold facing 3 donk bets, so he's getting maximum value from an ace. And also, I might just spaz out facing a donk bet because I don't understand why he would be leading with a good hand. So, deceptively, his play makes sense. He just got super unlucky that I had the goods, which is what happens sometimes against me. Man, full fucking pot, and you're passive. Sour, I mean. I was gonna call a normal sized bet, but especially because I was in like pot control mode and stuff, but full pot. Actually, no, this guy's so fucking loose. Can't fold to a guy who's that loose. Making decisions on the fly. That's what you gotta be doing, and you gotta be making the right ones. But as I say, every fucking video, practice makes perfect. Keep putting in those hands, and you will get better at identifying what's good, what's not. My pair of aces may be good. I don't know. Try to get called by a king. The other option is to bet really big to try to fold someone off a chop, but I like my first instinct better. As per usual, first instinct is the right one. And I'm sad to take away that game with Donkey Kong because we had a pretty good read on him, played pretty well against him, but three-handed just means way more variance than six-handed. We're trying to keep our variance low so that we minimize our swings. And I'm going to raise on table 9. If the other guy folds, I'm getting it in. If the nit puts any action in, though, after I raise here, I definitely need to get out of here. Whereas by calling, if he puts in action, I don't define his hand as well, so I can't be super confident about my read. But this way I have good info. And against this guy, like, he could have me dead, he could have equity, I could have him, I don't know, but he's just so loose and he could be on tilt that I just have to go with top pair, second kicker. Nice hand. Nice hand. Frappa frustra. Jack 8 suited. Table 7, there's a fish in the big, so I'm going to raise. Calling a re-raise with ace 9 suited is kind of marginal. Foxy seems kind of bad though, so I'll just call and like tread cautiously post flop. This time if kid face 4 bets, I'm not going to fold, even though I folded last time, just because he might think he can like push me around, and I'm not going to have any of that. Okay, so just let Foxy think maybe a queen's good or something. Let him value bet. Or let him bet with air, just making him think I have nothing. And for him to check down twice, I guess he has some showdown value, so I'll just bet small and try to get called. And we're going to go for max value on table 7. This guy's passive and suddenly he's betting, so he may just have something. He may have like ace jack or something. And these super fishy type players, you'd be surprised at the shit they'll call massive overbets with. Even if it's painfully obvious that like you have a boat on a 4 flush board, they'll still call you with the ace of diamonds when the board's paired. They'll call you with rivered sets when straights are very possible. So when you get into those situations, sometimes it's, okay, so I squeezed and you 4-bet, and it's a good squeeze spot. Sizing looks kind of ace-kingy, but you're really nitty. This ace-king I'm not folding. I think we're chopping most of the time. Yeah. Sizing gave it away. Oh, you guys didn't even see it. Man. Now I don't look as awesome. Whatever, ox on table 5 there, opened. David called on the button. I squeezed to 375. And ox made it 10, committing himself to the pot. And I had ace king and he had ace king. And I think that had he had aces or kings, he might have 4-bet smaller. Those big 4-bets are usually ace king. Why did I bet this flop? I'm such an idiot sometimes. I guess I'm just getting tired and I should wrap this session up soon. Alright, whatever. Good hand, man. defend ace jack, blind versus blind, table 4. There's cow. Gonna try to flop set on table 7. That guy's tight and fishy, so implied odds could be good. Sure, bro. I'll call. Pretty sure I got the best hand now. I played my hand weak, though. You could think I have a draw and try to bluff me out. No? Okay, well. I'm not going to bet too small, because then it's obvious I'm trying to get called, so I'll just bet the amount I would bet if I was going to bluff. Maybe I get hero called. Maybe this hand's super sick and he just has a 10. It was the old suck resuck. Probably not, though. And look at how close I'm getting that bonus. I will continue this video until that section of the bonus is done. Unless I start playing really bad, then I definitely gotta quit. I wonder what bonus they'll give me next. Or what I can do with my 637 points. A top pair. Against this player, who's really nitty and probably has a really tight range for calling from the small blind, I'm just going to check back and actually just try to get one bet out of him if he has like jacks or nines. Ace queen's folding, ace jack I don't even think he's defending, ace king he could be slow playing. I just think overall against this player, trying to bet it out for multiple streets for value just isn't the right play. And I should just play bluff catch instead. 10 doesn't scare me. There's not a lot of 10s he's calling with from the small blind, so it's, if he's got ace king that he slow played, he's got me, and if he's got anything else, I've got him. Over bet. Nits usually have it when they overbet. Okay, bro. It's weird though. It's a spot where it looks like he doesn't expect me to call. So he would want to bet as a bluff, which makes me want to call. But fuck, you know, the levels. There's just so many levels, and it's like, which one are we on? And I don't know. And got to get off this table where I probably just got rivered. Let's try the same thing on table 8, see what happens. 10s. Play it for a set mine. Mission accomplished. Value bet table 8. Ditch on table 7. The button guy's pretty aggressive, so we'll just check to him on table 2 and hope that he builds this pot for us. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? Stats don't lie. What about on later streets? Is he very aggressive? He does increase his aggression by street. So I could check call and then check raise on any turn that's not a heart. Oh, but Milk Cookie's got it. I just gotta re-raise. Milk Cookie's got a hand, so I just need to get it in against him. I don't want to get too greedy and try to like get like a three-way all-in or something. It's a lot of bad things can happen if I just call here. Gets called, turns bad, or gets like checked through or something. I don't know. But Milk Cookie should have a hand that doesn't want to fold. So go, bro. In fact, looking at it now, I should probably just shove to make it look more like a flush draw. My hand looks really strong right now. Nice bluff, table 7. But yeah, he's never check raised yet. He can't fold. We win. Less. What? Oh my god, that's sick. That's so sick. So my click back actually worked out because he thought I might be bluffing, so he just fucking spazzed it in with the 5-4. What a donk. If I'd shoved there, he can't call. Although if he thinks it looks like a flush strike, whatever, that was awesome. We just owned him so hard. The shit people do. It's amazing. I'd love to hear his reasoning for why he did that. Milk Cookie, if you're watching this video, please send me a PM. Let me know what was going on there. I want to understand. Oh, that's a good flop, facing a 3-bet from someone who probably has a big pair. When you're running good, you run good. Oh, hello. And it's weird. I found like there are some tables where you just catch every fucking card and nothing can go wrong. And on those tables you should stay and play. On some tables you just have no chance. Don't think he 3-bet me with a 7. Really just think he has aces. So I'm going to go all in. Hope he calls. Smaller bet could be scary. But yeah. I'll just fold one time, table 7, Nahorn. One time, you can't fold. You can't fold ever. Whatever. I got ace. You? 75 cents, man. I'm gonna call. He's giving me really good pot odds, and I've actually seen people bluff here for small amounts because they just don't want to check. I don't think he's betting a king, so I beat missed flush draws. Wow, you got me good, bro. Grabbed me for 3 bigs. Playmaster. That's another benefit to playing long sessions, is like that hand with Milk Cookie. If he's just starting his session out, he's probably not going to make that play. But the longer people play, and the more tired, worn out, and withered they get, eventually their brains stop firing on all cylinders, and they start to make spazzy plays, questionable, speculative plays. Not necessarily bad, just more aggressive, more willing to make hero calls, more willing to try big bluffs, stuff like that. I'm just going to c-bet table 4, get him off ace highs and pairs. And if you have better stamina than your opponents, you can capitalize on this, especially if you're playing with them the whole time and you play for, like 3 hours or 4 hours. You can build up a cool dynamic with someone where eventually when they get tired, they're going to misinterpret what's going on with the dynamic, and that gives you a chance to capitalize. But if your stamina's no good, don't play long sessions because you don't want to be the guy on the other side of the coin. If you're interested in being able to play longer sessions, take up biking, running, swimming, any sort of cardiovascular activity. The more time you can function with your body under the pressure of oxygen deprivation, lactic acid buildup, all the stuffs that come from exercise, the more able you'll be to play long sessions where you're under stress from the cards. Yeah, they are different kinds of stress, but training your body and your brain to deal with stress is transferable to other domains. So if you're interested in that, that's the first step to going about that. But not important, not the focus of the video. Well, it is important, but it's not what you guys are here for, so I won't go off on too long a tangent on that. Yeah, how many more points for this bonus? Seems to have slowed down. Sad. Yeah, the point store. Point store. Let you guys know if I find anything good. I got bad news, guys. And it's not that I can't buy a lot of stuff in the point store. Well, they've fancied up their point store. That's pretty cool. Poker. But some friends are coming upstairs to watch some UFC. So I'm going to have to cut the video short before I make it to clear this bonus. Ooh, I can get a deck of playing cards for my 500 points. Sweet. I want bonuses. You guys got bonuses? VIP. Ah. There it is. Man. Wish they'd make it easier to find these things. Nice turn. I'm gonna bet it. And you know what? I don't have any reason for why I'm gonna bet it, really. So, if I can't justify that, nah, I won't pack it in yet. Still got a couple of fishies. Actually, no, you know what? It's 7:30 on Saturday. I need to go prepare for the night, because I'm going to go out and have some fun. As I should be on Saturday night. Sit down next big blind. Okay. So just got one more orbit on the tables that are going to let me. Okay, I'll post one more round. And Party's like, please don't go, Gripst. We give you pocket queens. Just stay a while and play. Don't worry, Party. I'll be back on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every day. I know there's an ace on the flop. I'm not folding. He's going to call my 3-bet with hands that don't contain aces as well as hands that do contain aces. Even though aces make up more of the range, there are still some hands I have beat. So, check. So if he has air and he wants to bluff, he can bluff. And then now that I've trapped any bluff equity from him, I rip the money in. Whereas if I just bet the flop, he only calls when he does have the ace and he doesn't put in any money on the times he doesn't. You know what? Fuck you, Party Poker. Give me a fucking bullshit 3-outer at the end. I'm done with you guys. I'm not playing anymore. I wouldn't even wait for my big blind, except that would be setting a bad example for the students. So I will angrily have to fold a few more hands. And just because it's the last hand of your session doesn't mean you have an excuse to make a light call. You know, you can be up and be like, well, if I call and I'm wrong, I'll still be up. Make the best decision. If it makes sense to make a big call, do it. Don't ever do something just because you're quitting. Don't play the last hand you get dealt just because it's the last hand. It's not like you're not going to play poker tomorrow or the day after that. So it's not like it's going to be your last hand ever. Try to have some self-control in the last hand of your session. Okay, so updating the bankroll, we are just shy of 950. So we want about 1.5 buy-ins this session, and I am now 82% of the way done the bonus. So it's about to be another 20 Bs. So I think a couple more episodes of the bankroll challenge and we can start playing some 50 NL. Hope you guys are as excited as me. I'm going to pack it in, go out and have some fun. Please leave me your comments on the videos page. Hope you learned something today and found this beneficial. This has been Evan for Grips.com, and now it's your turn. Go out there and get stacking.